What is going on, everybody? We are back on it. Attack on Titan, season 4, episode 10. We're moving along. I don't know how many episodes there's supposed to be. I still haven't gotten clarification. I think there's going to be 12, and then they're going to decide on like a second split or a movie or something wild like that. Either way, we've kind of calmed down. At least, I don't know what's going to happen this episode from the straight war and carnage. Um, so we'll see where the first half of the season kind of leads us to. Before they take that break. Quick update Patreon. We are on. This is just for people not on Patreon. We are on One Piece episode 6. And we just finished Jujutsu episode 4, which I was like, okay, I get it. We're things are getting spicy. So this week we should be getting up to One Piece like episode 7 ish on Patreon, and we'll get to Jujutsu episode 6. Just for people that aren't on Patreon, so you guys can kind of keep up with that. And I'll leave it in the comments in other videos just to show you guys how far ahead we are. And then YouTube, you guys get Jujutsu this week as well if you haven't started already. Also, we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so if you are new here, help us out and hit that subscribe button. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know what to make of Zeke. That's kind of the two big questions here. What is going on in Aaron's head? I feel like we're kind of waiting for that. Usually inside his head, previous to, this like cold shoulder face he's put on, we always see him analyze things. We see his emotions and what he's thinking in the meantime and how he's going to do it for, his mom or, his dad, or he's going to do it for the people. But like, he's just been acting out things, and we haven't been able to like peel back the curtain and see what he's thinking while he's acting these things out. We saw Armin, even Armin, like originally when he, came in and blew up the fleet. Last episode, talking to Annie, he was letting it spill. He had to get that up out of his chest. He had to confess real quick. Um, so I'm curious if Aaron's going to hit a boiling point of just like snapping and emotions just going, crying, anger, frustration, and just letting things out. Um, Hopefully he'll do that not on the battlefield, which could compromise him, but we'll see. And them showing Annie. Annie has to come. I mean, Annie will come into play. I don't think the war for Titans will just end and then Annie dies inside of that popsicle and gets reincarnated as somebody else. She very well could. It's just when she comes out and gets updated on things, who does she choose to side with? Can she comprehend and hear things if people were speaking to her while she was in that? Because Armin's kind of been like filling in the gaps. But when she finds out what happened to Bertholdt and what happened to back home, what does she decide to do? I'm very curious to catch up with the Marleyan side as well, just to see what Reiner and everybody thinks. Like, what the hell are we gonna do now? And they're under the impression they captured Zeke, like the enemy, the other side, when he's been working with them. And I just don't know what to make of Zeke, because we saw Peak kind of questioning, kind of filling in the dots, like, I've seen this soldier before. She's loyal to Zeke, and she trapped us, sabotaged us. Like, Zeke's grandparents are still there. Is he willing to throw them under the bus for his big, grand Eldian cause? Is he really on the side? I don't know. I don't know how deep Zeke is in the like, I backstab you, then I backstab you, then I backstab again, then I backstab again. I don't know where it ends or starts. I don't know. So what Zeke truly, truly wants, because if he has flip sides, his grand, like, they're just gonna kill him. Like, there's no reason to keep them over there. And is he okay with that? To see the big grand scheme? Maybe he is. Is he going so deep undercover for Marlene's that he's got? I mean, this was his plan. If he didn't initiate contact and set this all up, they still would be sitting over there on that island, just like, oh man, is today the day Marlene's going to invade? I don't know. We'll see. Let's just go ahead and get it started. Let me drag this over here. We are pressing play, Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 10, right now. Yeah, just a lot to make of Zeke. Oh god, he's giving himself like a pump up talk. Alright, Hanji, we get it. You do this shit all the time. Don't say it again, Hanji. Oh god. Yeah. Thanks. I was about to say, Hanji, get the hell away from me. Like, get out of my face. I understand, like, she doesn't. And he didn't sacrifice her. Oh, wait. Okay. Well, up to this point, he never did. There. Again, I don't know what he's put out there, but there was never a plan in his mind that we've seen up to date that he was planning to sacrifice Astoria. But maybe if they got pushed to that point, you never know what he would decide. If, Marleyan was at their shores, what would he decide to do? Um, but yeah, Hanji's like, I know they try to make her the comedic relief, but sometimes it's just like, God, just leave it alone. But she's never like understood that. But in the moment, it's like, good God. Um, so we'll see how that plays out. And yeah, we haven't caught up with. I'm curious to see how the island looks. Are they? I mean, now it'd be too late because you never know when they're going to show up. But like, are they prepared for full scale military invasion? Like, have the walls been fortified? Do you guys have things? It's not just open fields, right? Do we have trenches? Like, what's going on here? Maybe they've changed nothing. Have they moved, the living people, closer in for if and when it goes down? So it's not like just casualties, as the Titans were going through the walls originally. If you were on the outer edges, you were screwed. If the invasion happens and you're on the outer edges, you're screwed. But I'm curious to see what they have set up. Because again, like I said, if Zeke hadn't come, their technology would still be shit. It'd literally be like bringing a bow and arrow to like a machine gun fight. Like, what are you gonna do? Now maybe they're more of like musket level to a machine gun fight. I don't know. A sound argument. Let's see. Let's see. 2 years ago. Okay. So this is still pre. So this is post Zeke contact, but pre attack. Oh, man. Ah. Mm-hmm. We saw her. The one that didn't. Deathly Hallows? Deathly Hallows. Mikasa, like, what are we not gonna show this? So, but like, what was up with her talking to Willie Typer? What was that conversation her and Willie had before? Hmm. Over a century ago, the shogun descended from had a son. He was on friendly terms with King Fritz and often came to Paradis. Oh, so he would just come every now and then. After the Great Titan War, his rule was defeated and in disarray. In the confusion, a child of the shogun was left behind on the island. They're shaking back there. Oh wow. Okay, so Mikasa just got launched into like descendant to the throne status of some other continent. Huh. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, they're like not up to date with what's going on in the world. Everything's happening so fast. Yeah. They're in no room to speak or really give an opinion on anything because they don't know. Because she loves him, that's why. Yeah, she kind of was like Historia, just all this thrown into her lap. But they're not Eldian, correct? This Shogun group? I don't think so. Today is only possible thanks to the one who brought us. Man, Zeke is really seen like the savior to a lot of people. Ooh. Lady Mikasa. She's seen it before. He never ended up showing it to Marley. Wow. He never showed it to them. I thought he did. Ooh. But he's making it seem like they could use ODM gear and Marley. They could figure out the technology. They don't need that specific juice. But she's making it seem like they can't just reproduce that with the technology they have on the mainland. Um, yeah, they could figure out a way to make something similar to the ODM gear, not needing that specific resource. I don't think. I think. You do got to test the rumbling out and see if it works. Because, like, what if Eren and Zeke decide to do it and they can't control them? They think they can. Also true, make the military so strong that they wouldn't even need the rumbling if it came to it. They got to start looking for successors from Eren. That's never been brought up. Historia. Yeah. I mean, she said, I'm down. But Eren didn't want this. I mean, what would Eren rather have, though? What would he rather have? Would you want to die in 13 years and let your attack titan just fall to somebody else on the mainland, or what? Like, what choice do you have? At least keep something on y'all's side. Like, does he want the Beast Titan and his Titan to just end up in somebody's hands to just use for Marley all over again, or why? Hmm. We're gonna see him do some practice with that too. I'm sure that'll be dope. Also true, he could bust out of there whenever he wants. True, they really can't threaten him. Holy shit, he's huge. Oh my god. She had to play it off like he was a perv because had she played it off like he tried to attack me, they'd freak the fuck out. Holy shit. He really is. He's unhinged. Is that Hanji? I mean, not Hanji, story. She's pregnant? Oh, wow. Who's this dude? As well as the Eastern nation with its own unique culture whose head is called the Shogun, producing many talented. So, the Shogun aren't Eldian, correct? Oh, God. I had to say, he's talking down like a piece of shit. So, it's some rando dude we've never seen. Hmm. Alright, can we kill this dude? Jesus. Yeah, they need that child to come out good. Then you can do what you need to do. They have the Marlians serving them. They're not any better, and they're showing it from both sides. And he heard all that, by the way. They're not any better. You'd figure when you've been subjugated for so long, um, you could understand, but no. I want to see that conversation that she had with Willie before he died. Like, was he in on what was going down, or like, what's up? You know what's wild is Hanji's gonna keep that to herself, by the way. Uh. Levi's so damn short. Hmm. So it has to be Zeke's plan, which we already know it ends up being Zeke's plan. Mm, pretty much. Exactly. Oh shit. So they got train tracks going. Uh. Stomach medicine, toothbrush. They never got that chance to show that they wanted peace, by the way. Aaron squashed that. And they would have probably never accepted it anyway. Yes, we know Aaron's just under 3 years left. Oh. True, we don't even know if she can turn into a Titan, to tell you the truth. Yeah, she can't do it. Yeah, I don't know. Who should inherit his? Of the candidates of their group, I think it should be Jean too, but honestly, it should. I was gonna say Levi, but everybody wants that power. Yeah. Everyone's been thinking about this then, because everyone's got their elevator pitches ready to go. Everybody wants it. Yeah, but you want the role. Jesus, Connie. he doesn't want that fate. Yeah, he doesn't want them to lead the same fate that he has. Yeah, yeah. Ah, man. We've never actually thought. I've never actually thought about that. Who should inherit it? It's coming up, and it will happen. I think by the time the story ends, no? Or maybe they won't. Or maybe there'll be a way in the end that like the Titans can just end and not have to be passed down or something. I don't know. I wonder how big that train track is. Does it go all across the outer? Like really the whole way around? Man, that would take him forever to build. Yeah. Oh, we're fat. We're back to regular time. Mika's hair's cut and everything. What? Mika says letting Aaron's love blind her. Yeah. Could she do it if she had to? Could she do it if she had to? Is there anything that would make her want to stop him? No, he was just hostile to Hanji. Yep. He brought everyone in there and didn't really care. Mm-hmm. Nope. And I was asking this too. What does he think about that? Yep. The man is not well. She can't. She doesn't have anything to protect him right now. Yeah. What Mika says? Say something. Good luck with that shit, Armin. They're thinking of just getting rid of that shit. Like, hey, if he's that unhinged, let's just give it to somebody. Yo, Levi, can I help you? Like, get the hell out of my damn face. Their back and forth is so good. Um, uh, Great episode. Again, a lot of back and forth. We're filling in the time. You know, the 4 years that we didn't see, that's kind of getting filled in here. But we've already seen the end result. We're just kind of seeing how we got there. There's just a lot of tension, a lot of like non trust going, and I understand both sides. Um, as far as like how can we trust this, especially after what Zeke did. It's like how can we just trust him? We're gonna put basically our fate in his hands when he attempted to kill all of us. You know, this time because what was the time period between? It had been 2 years since Zeke and them attacked, and then they pushed them back and got to the sea. I can't remember exactly, but the wound was still fresh. Um, but I do agree that don't look at it as oh we're just using Historia for breeding purposes and we got to do this and this and Aaron we got to give it to somebody else all the time but like I know it sounds bad on face value but those are decisions that need to be made you know we have we have someone with royal blood. Well, I'm not saying she needs to spit out. We don't need to make her a baby factory and spit out 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kids just to make sure in case some of them die along the way. Like, just if she could just have 1 or 2 kids naturally if she wants, kind of because the only founding Titan, the only pure blood out there is Zeke and Historia. If Zeke for some reason betrays or he's not really about it, and he's had kids on the other side, um, and Aaron dies, and the Titans, in which inside of him now is what 3. If those get re-split up, reconstituted, and born again on Marley's side, it's like now you guys have nothing. Aaron is going to die, and it's not a matter of if; it is when. We have an expiration date on you. You won't be around forever. The amazing things you've done, like it's going to come to an end. What's the plan after Aaron? You think the world will just stop if you defeat them once? Maybe. You think peace will last forever? It could, but what if it doesn't? You want to have no Titans on your side, no backup plan for Armin either. Just die and let things go. I mean, the things you have to take these things into consideration. So I understand, but it sounds bad on face value when it's like, oh, we got to make sure Historia has kids. Who's gonna succeed? Aaron X Y Z. But those are discussions that need to be had. So a lot of it was just background. How we got here, X Y Z, Zeke's plan. Can we get around it without Zeke's plan? I thought the ODM gear being juiced by resources that are only found on Paradise was pretty unique. But I also feel with like how far they are with technology on the main continent, they'd be able to examine that and duplicate something probably better that probably doesn't even need to run off gas or the gas wouldn't expire so quickly. Um, but yeah, I totally forgot Zeke is that far deep in it. Yeah, he didn't even show them the ODM gear, which is wild to me. Besides all that, probably the biggest part of the episode was Aaron's freak out on Hanji. We've never seen him put hands on anybody on his side maliciously. You know, we've seen him fight with Jean, you know, when they were younger and do this and that, but that was pure rage and hatred. And he basically put it out there. He's like, this is what I've become. I've consumed the Warhammer. I can make hardening and do whatever I want. You guys can't hold me. I'm your best chance at survival, so you can't kill me. So what really can you do? At any point in time, I could bust up out of here. And then you also can't threaten to kill me because then you will lose. So what do you have to offer me, Hanji? Levi, what do you have to offer me? Like, Levi's walking around kicking him in the face and shit. If Eren wanted to grab that man by the back of his neck, he really could. Because it's like, what are you going to do? Like, Eren is just, he could just let these things, he lets them put him in jail. He lets Levi, you know, push him around. But when they really think about it, if they were to ever tick him off, what's your plan? What's the play? The fact that he put hands on her is pretty wild. It looks like Hanji isn't one that would take it, you know, personally. It'd be just like shook, unable to like come around Eren again. We saw her like play it off there, you know, calling Eren a perv, but like she could have easily ran upstairs or told Levi or told someone like, Eren attacked me, he tried to kill me, I don't know if we could try, you know, that type of things, but she didn't. Maybe she will off screen, maybe we'll see it, you know, in the next couple episodes and Levi has a conversation with him, but I would like to see Eren go sit down with Zeke and kind of see that back and forth. And Eren was kind of giving himself a little pump up talk. He's like, I don't know if he's let thoughts creep into his mind or whatever of like maybe this isn't the way or is what I did right. And so he was keep telling himself, you know, I gotta fight, I gotta fight, I gotta fight. Um, he was definitely doing something to keep his mental on straight. And again, Connie kind of brought up the questions that a lot of us have been thinking for a while. You know, what does he think of what he did? What does he think of his actions? Why was he laughing when Sasha died? Does he even regret it? Does he care? Probably not. He knows we can't win without him. So he dragged us to the front lines. We had no choice. Mikasa, you know, with the blind love, saying, you know, if anybody touches him, I'll kill him. I'm sure there's a reason, but like, she can't explain her way out of this. So, you know, the voice of reason, Armin, says that they'll talk to him. Will it ease his mental? Or will that conversation show us how deep, you know, he's fell down the rabbit hole with his mental? Uh, we saw some of the higher ups. I think that there was only one guy I recognized at that table. That was the guy that said at the end of season 3, you know, I'll have to talk to Erwin when he gets back, talking about his family. You know, what happens when they break inside the walls. That guy, I don't know if he was part of the military police or whatever, but that's the only guy I recognized. They're over there talking some wild shit, some random dude we haven't seen. But yeah, Historia's pregnant by somebody we don't know, have never seen. And yeah, there's just a lot of build up, a lot of setup, a lot of tension is boiling, mostly because we don't know what Eren truly wants. People, the Marlians, the Marlians are the ones in power on the mainland, and they subjugate the Eldians, and they don't trust them. Flip side, the Eldians are the ones in power on the island, and the Marlians that are there, they're the ones subjugated. So it's just like everyone's doing the same thing. Those in power fear the ones that don't. They don't understand. I guess what was it, the Shogun? They're just from a continent on the mainland, correct? They're not Eldians, nothing to do. It looks like they kept a good relationship with the original King Fritz when he went to the island, and they would come visit, I guess. And Mikasa is. So is it just specifically Mikasa? Because both of her parents wouldn't be Ackermans. Was it just her father? I don't remember Mikasa's background, but is her mother a descendant? Like, if her mother was still alive, would it be her mother that would be in line? Or is it just the Ackermans in general, and like Levi would be as well? I don't think so. I think it's just specific to Mikasa's lineage. That's awfully convenient. We'll see the part they play. We didn't get to see the conversation that she had with Willie off screen. Will we get to see that, or what that resulted in? we'll see. Just a lot of build up, setup, things going this direction, things going that direction. We'll see how it plays out. I still want to see the updated island right now, and I need to go back and see what the hell is going on Marley. What the hell do they think just happened? The world is getting ready to mobilize and roll out, and it's gonna be a slaughter. Probably on both sides, but we'll see. Leave it there. I appreciate it, guys. Again, if you have not subscribed, help us get to 10,000 subscribers. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, as always.